Here's what you need to know. On this Tuesday, the Wyndham Championship is the final event of the regular season on the PGA Tour. And then after this week, the top 70 players on the FedEx Cup eligibility list will advance to the 3-week PGA Tour playoffs that culminate with the Tour Championship August 24th through the 27th. Now, this is down from the 125 players that previously qualified for the playoffs. So what's at stake in the FedEx Cup playoffs? You reach the playoffs, the top 70 entering the FedEx St. Jude Championship, the top 70 fully exempt for 2024, and then 71 through 125 are finalized in the fall and exempt in the full field events, and players 51 and beyond carry FedEx Cup points into fall to finalize eligibility. And you reach that second playoff event, the top 50 entering the BMW Championship, opportunity to reach the Tour Championship, top 50 fully exempt for 2024 season and eligible for the 8 designated events. Getting good, isn't it? Then you reach the final event, top 30 entering the Tour Championship, compete in the Tour Championship, vie for the FedEx Cup title and all the gold and riches. Top 30 fully exempt for the 2024 season, eligible for the 8 designated events and a 2-year Tour exemption into the 2024 Masters, U.S. Open, and the Open.
And Damon, there are a lot of big names outside of that top 70 cutoff point right now. Here you see several major champions. Shane Lowry there at 76, Justin Thomas at 79th, Adam Scott 81st has also got to make a case for himself this week. So with more on the Bubble Boys as they were, we're going to head back out to Sedgefield Country Club where Todd Lewis has been catching up with some guy living on the edge.
And the biggest name is Justin Thomas, who needs a solo third or better to advance to the FedEx Cup playoffs. So that's what he is gunning for here this week. But he has missed the cut in 5 of his last 7 starts on the PGA Tour. But we now know what he needs to do in regards to the future here at the Wyndham Championship. But I want to take you to the past. 14 years ago, when Justin Thomas was just 16 years of age, he played the Wyndham Championship as his very first PGA Tour event. He earned a spot after winning a prominent junior tournament here, and he played well. An opening round shot of 65. He actually made the cut, but was disappointed he didn't compete and try to win. Here's what 16-year-old Justin Thomas had to say after his final round here at the Wyndham.
You made history today, the 3rd youngest ever to make the cut on the PGA Tour. Nice. How does that feel?
It feels cool. I actually didn't even know till they told me over there. I guess now I can have some positive to my day, but I mean, it's neat making the cut, but unfortunately I just had a bad back 9, which kind of threw me out of, actually giving the leaders a run for their money. A lot of people are, just telling me have fun and do all this, but I came here to do well in every tournament like I do.
So you're not happy to be here. You wanted to compete.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tournament. Why shouldn't I just come here and have fun? I wanted to do the best I can.
Yeah, it was fun interviewing 16-year-old Justin Thomas 14 years ago. I actually showed that interview to JT about an hour ago, and he was laughing about the comments that he was making as a teenager, saying, man, I was tough on myself then just like I am right now. But he did walk down memory lane, and we talked about those special moments from 2009 and how he hopes to maybe have a teenage-type mentality here this week with everything on the line.
I remember, I can't believe it was 14 years ago. Like, it's insane. I remember I had a lot of love and passion and drive for the game and to play professional golf, but I remember it being another level after that. Just the, this isn't a major, but still a PGA Tour event. There's people out here. It was and playing in front of them and hearing the roars and like signing autographs. Like I'm getting goosebumps kind of thinking about it. It just was. I remember leaving and being like, this is what I want to do. That was one of the coolest weeks of my life.
What mindset did that 16-year-old have? What emotional capacity did he have compared to where you are now?
I would like to think I'm a little bit more mature than I was then. I've seen some of my interviews from that week, and it's cringeworthy watching it. It's like your typical 16-year-old that maybe doesn't read the situation quite as well, but I've always had high expectations and wanted a lot. So when I you know, when it didn't go how I wanted, I wore it on my sleeve, or maybe on my face too. But not wearing orange shirts anymore, that's for sure. I've always noticed that, but man, it's just it's enjoying the game of golf and just kind of embracing it. And I'm trying to learn now, like I was trying to learn then, and make the most out of any situation and play the best I can. It's just at a little different level.
Final thing, given the position you're in, do you hope to have that 16-year-old mentality then, or do you want to keep the one you have?
I want to do a little bit of both. I mean, I come in here when you have nothing to lose is a little different, but I also feel like I've it's kind of crazy, nothing to lose this week. I mean, I have a lot to lose and a lot to prove, but this is I'm really, really embracing this situation, and I love it. I mean, it's just kind of been a little bit, not eye-opening, but solidified to me, about the sport. And I think, everybody just assumes you're where you are, you're going to stay there. It's always going to be great, but it's golf. Like I'm really, really close to playing some really, really good golf. And if I don't play well this week, then I'm not going to be able to show that for a while. So that's something I just want to go out and have some fun and try to get in contention and see if we can try to win this tournament and, have the potential to have one of the coolest endings in the season of a PGA Tour. So, but that starts when I tee it up on Thursday.
Going back to 2009 when I was interviewing Justin Thomas, I walked away from that interview and I said, wow, that kid is confident/cocky, but obviously he had tremendous belief. He's had a Hall of Fame type career. He's a two-time major champion. I would say heading into the Wyndham Championship here this week, he still has that confidence, but also a nice blend of humility in the fact that he does embrace the moment right now. He enjoys the pressure of this situation. He's now got to go out there and perform. And one thing he has to do better here at Sedgefield, he's got to putt better on very challenging Donald Ross greens. If he can putt at least 50% better than he did last week or over the last 2 months, he's got a chance to advance to the FedEx Cup playoffs. Guys?